Hello my friends, it's episode 22. We're in the endgame now, boys. Read the optical chip. You slot the optical chip into the computer's waiting chip jack. On the screen, Alice's office blooms into view. Half a second later, a real-time simulation of Alice appears, seated behind her mahogany desk. Something about it reminds you of a figure from a wax museum, lifelike but dead inside. It greets you with the famous seal of Alice's joyless smile. Customer name, TheEdmon. Its voice is hollow, synthetic, an automation masquerading as a living woman. One who you've never even met in the flesh. Account number 1012579. Greetings, valued customer. I am an offline simulacrum of the Alice persona. I've been included on this chip to answer your questions that you might have about your information purchase. If you're ready to proceed, I will present Alice's findings. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. Is that the only thing you'll respond to, or can I talk to you like a normal person? You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. That answers that. We're ready, let's get this show on the road. Very well, commencing presentation. The simulacrum goes rigid for a moment, then seems to relax. When it speaks, it sounds more natural, as though the real Alice is speaking through it. Alright, Edmund, I got good news for you and I got bad news. Let's start with the good news. I found Vauclair, and he is alive. Thank God. The trail to your missing doctor was a long and slippery one. The fee you paid me barely covered my costs for the job. I sent a team into the Sox on a fact-finding mission and bribed government officials, greased the palms of wage slaves at megacorps all across Europe. Each step I took eliminated possibilities, drew me a little bit closer, and then finally I found the place where Vauclair is being held. The simulacrum makes a sweeping gesture with its right hand. The image switch blades onto the screen. A grainy overhead photograph, anointed with map coordinates. You recognize it immediately. This is where you'll find him. He's being held captive at a remote estate called the Harfield Manor. You've got to be kidding me. He was there the whole time? Gloria says nothing. She just studies the photograph and nods. This was the good news. I can't wait to hear the bad news. A brief tremor washes over the simulacrum. Its eyes flutter and you can hear the sound of your computer working to process more of the chip's data. Iger turns to address the team. If Vauclair's held at Harfield, we got problems. The last time we broke into that place, they took Monica out. It's a miracle any of you got out alive. Yeah, but we know what's down there. This time we'll be prepared for it. We can handle this. No, it'll be even worse this time. The first time we went in, we had the element of surprise on our side, but now they're expecting us. They're hunting us, remember? The security team is going to be waiting for us. That Ordrin bastard is going to be waiting for us. And even if we make it past them, we're going to have to deal with the dragon in the basement. Well, what else can we do? Cut and run? The last time I checked, that wasn't an option either. Even if it were, I wouldn't take it. I'm not running from this, not after what they did here tonight. None of us are, Glory, but Iger's right. We can't go charging in there again, not without some kind of edge. The simulacrum jerks back to life. It resumes speaking, blissfully unaware of the conversation it's cutting off. And now I'm on to the bad news. Now you know where Vauclair is, but rescuing him will not be possible. Alice, I have a question. Why the hell not? In the course of my investigation, I encountered something terrifying in the Matrix. Fast, cunning, and definitely intelligent. I'm convinced that I only escaped because it let me go. It could have killed me in a heartbeat if it wanted to. That thing is protecting Harfield Manor, and it's going after anyone who gets too close to what's happening there. Alice, what did you see in there? What is going after these people? By way of explanation... Is that missing an eye? I can't remember. I would like you to read the following document. There is another sweeping gesture, and the menu slides back into the screen. This time it is filled with text. What you're looking at is an archive form discussion from the early days of the Shadowland BBS. When you're finished reading it over, say, Alice, I'm done, and we can continue. As you lean in to read, the text slowly begins to scroll up from the bottom of the screen. You will hear about the SK team that got crisped a few hours ago. The lab's worth of researchers all burned and broken beyond recognition. Ugly stuff. At this point, who hasn't? Power spike got them right through their data jacks. A bolt of lightning to the brain. 1 in a million accident is what they're saying, and do you believe that? Got a more plausible explanation? Yes, actually, it was a clean-up operation. Can't be intrigued. What were they cleaning up? A secret project that Lorferer didn't want anything to do with. You might have heard rumors about it. The project name was Apex. And you've lost me. Apex Clockwork? Seriously, that old line of dreck? I'm telling you, jokers, Apex is real, or at least it was, until the Whizworm pulled the plug. Come on, Clockwork, we're still decades away from seeing a fully functional AI, and you know that. Those Apex stories have been floating around, they're just some conspiracy nuts wet dream. Fine, keep your heads in the sand, some of us know the truth when we read it. Okay, Clock, I'll humour you, but riddle me this. If Loffer had armed an operational AI in its claws, why kill it? Remember what happened to most of Echo Mirage? The crash virus killed them, fried their brains, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Commercial release of the CDT-1000, some security firms are working on counter-intrusion software that could do the same thing. Black IC, you can look it up if you don't believe me. Oh, scary stuff, man. While the goal of Apex project was even scarier, IC waits for you to come to it. Apex wouldn't be bound by those restrictions, it could go out hunting. Hit targets when they least expected it, that's why they called it Apex. It was designed to be the apex predator of the digital world. And so rather than using it to his advantage, Loffer decided to kill it in the cradle. The Whizworm's no fool, some things are too dangerous to play around with. How would you put that genie back in the bottle if it ever slipped out of your control? Answer, you couldn't. And then it would take over the world! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, 11111, exclamation point 111. Alright, this thread has officially gone off the rails. I'm closing it down for the good of mankind. Alice, I'm done. There are no official records in the Shadowrun database to support the existence of the Apex project, but the thing I encountered was Apex. Of that I am certain. Just as I am certain that Apex was responsible for the deaths of Monica, Chauffeur, Green Winters, Clockwork, Peregrine, and a score of other dickers over the last 16 years. Alice, question, I thought you said Loffer killed Apex. They speculated as much, yes, but they were wrong on that count. I do believe that Shadowrun was developing Apex as a tool for Matrix warfare. I'm also convinced that the IT personnel who were killed were the Apex development team. I don't think that Loffer was responsible for their deaths. Apex killed them. That would be my guess, yes. In the turmoil surrounding Loffer's buyout of Shadowrun, a number of projects went missing. I believe Apex was appropriated by a member of the Dragon's organization at this point. It was then unleashed on its own development team to silence them. Since then, it's provided information control for the Firewing. A pet AI would explain how the Firewing has managed to maintain her conspiracy and avoid the detection for the past decade. Anytime anyone gets close, the AI takes them out and scrubs the record clean. So there's your bad news, Edmund. Vauclair is being held at the Harfield Manor. But knowing that does you no good, because you can't approach the place. I doubt you could open the door without Apex frying you. We did last time, we were trying to protect their secret. Like Audrey said, if we hadn't gone down to the basement, they would have let us go. Apex didn't react to us until Monica attempted to force the door to the basement. Now the cat's out of the bag, they have no reason not to pull out the big guns on sight. You're right, we can't go back while Apex is in place. What's the play, Edmund? Can't turn back now. If Apex is standing between us and Vauclair, then we need to find a way to kill Apex. Alright, I'm in. You hear that, Alice? Do you have any suggestions? The AI has a kill switch, but Alice deemed any additional contact with Apex to be an unjustifiable risk. Attempting to reach the kill switch would be inadvisable. I'll be the judge of that. Alice, tell us about Apex's kill switch. Thanks to my close encounter with the AI, I was able to run a trace on it. Through his trace, I discovered the physical address of a backdoor access point in Apex's programming. An old Shadowrun research lab, long since abandoned and fallen into disrepair. The facility is hotly contested gang territory. I have also determined that the kill switch for the AI exists somewhere in the basement of this facility. I will provide you with a physical address. It smells like a trap to me, Edmund. Why else would the Apex have let Alice escape? Alice, why would a Matrix warfare AI allow you to bring us this information? I'm afraid the answer to that question falls outside the scope of my written parameters. You've now reached the end of this presentation. I've been encoded with a final message from Alice to Edmund. Playback commencing. Edmund, if you didn't listen to me before, listen to me now. Drop this, stop going after Vauclair, get out of Berlin and stay out of the Matrix. I'm telling you this for your own good. That's all I have to say. I'm following my own advice. I'm out. Don't try and contact me again. The simulacrum reverts to its idle state, slumping like a puppet with its strings cut. Eyes glaze over and its face goes slack, then the screen cuts to black. So, the dragon has a killer AI in charge of security. Can't say I'm surprised, but then nothing surprises me anymore. We don't kill Monica, we have a name for it, and we know how to kill it. It's good enough for me. We know what we have to do. We can either stand around talking about it, or we can go do it. Agreed. We shut down Apex, we re-enter the estate and rescue Vauclair. He's the key to this whole thing. Sounds like a plan, boss. Alice said the kill switch located in some old SK facility, assuming the site was shut down sometime after the Apex project disappeared. It could have stood empty for years, maybe decades. She also said the building was in gang territory now. I wonder if it'd be anything like Das Kasselhus was. There's only one way to find out. Let's get prepped. This thing isn't going to kill itself. And don't forget, boss, we're taking on an AI here. Not be a bad idea to bring a skilled decker along. I know there's one for hire around here. It's hard to say what we'll be up against. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever it's there, we'll deal with it. First, we'll find our way into the basement. And then we kill the AI that killed Monica. Damn right. She slides the shell into a shotgun. Iger catches your eye. You did good out there defending the Cross Bazaar. Had our backs the entire way. Made good decisions. You're gonna hug now? Oh, you want some of this? At least you can take it. I'd probably break the others. Come on, you two. We got a job to get ready for. Dante was very helpful out there. I'm a bit concerned about his ability to petrify people that he doesn't like and then rend their flesh tooth and claw. Yeah, that bothers me too. Not a normal dog, not by a long shot. Is he possessed? Assume he checked his aura and discovered he's a part hellhound. Monica trained him for months to be combat ready. We had a hellhound in the house and Monica didn't tell us for months. Edmund has him under control. Dante performed well in the field, followed commands flawlessly. I have no concerns. Welcome to the team, Dante. Plod, 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 plod. I think there's an equipment upgrade now. I might also want to buy some computer programs for my sad excuse for a decker I'll have to hire. I'm glad you made it through the attack. Not all of mine were so lucky. No, I lost a niece today, but I'm doing a whole lot better than some of our attackers are. Sons of bitches hit the wrong keys. Put 6 of them in the ground personally. When I found out who they are, where they lived, ain't nothing gonna save those people. But you didn't come here to listen to me rage, so after a bit of payback yourself, I'll wager. So, what can I do to help you get it? What's this guy got now? What is the benefit of this over this? I can't even read the full description. Description doesn't even fit. I can access my equipment from here by just doing this. Don't know, these may not do AP damage, which would make them quite bad, but we'll just have to see. What a relief to see you alive. Unfortunately, many were less fortunate. What do you suppose? People spend much of their time on the street trying to coax the indignant into making use of our services. The attackers were indiscriminate with their fire. It was a bloodbath. Now, excuse me, I must go. I have cremations to attend to. The attack was terrible. There had been so much death. I had not killed since I retired from running the shadows, not until today. You're not here to listen to me complain. Okay, let's buy those. And we're off. Assemble the team and travel to the coordinates that Alice provided to find a backdoor access point and shut down Apex. It does not say required Decker on this occasion. Your dog, whether you like it or not. Okay, I'll take the usual team. Apex Rising. Apex, an artificial intelligence designed for matrix warfare. The thought of it sends a chill down your spine. For years, the Shadows have been ripe with the rumors of true AI. Names like Mirage and Psychotrope have fueled conspiracy boards on the Shadowlands BBS since 2029. I love the fact that Shadowrun thinks that BBS is still going to be a thing in in the future. Most savvy Shadowrunners dismiss these stories as bunk, but from what Alice has told you, at least one of these stories is real. Apex is waiting for you somewhere down the basement of an abandoned Cybercrypt lab. Unfortunately, you have to wade through a lot of gang territory to get there. And wade we shall. Hyper could actually be useful for her to snipe with. Maybe. Maybe it could be useful. A huge orc in ragged combat fatigue steps forwards to meet you. He walks with the solemn bravado of a man who's used to getting what he wants. One of his meaty arms jerks up, hand held upright in the universal sign for stop. The other clutches a bulky assault rifle. The orc inspects you. His body language is decidedly unfriendly. You don't look like a magnifiker. You're not one of us, and I'm guessing you ain't here for the hub either. Tell me, who are you, and what's your interest in this building? I need to get into the basement. It's important. It's important, you say? He makes a sweeping gesture in the direction of the building behind him, and the other assorted toughs behind him smile. Well, by all means, go on in then. You're being sarcastic. Ha, you're a sharp one. This building is under arbiter protection. We can't just let you waltz in and shoot up the place. Not planning on shooting anything, not unless I have to. Yeah, I can't exactly take that at face value. Look, it'd be better for everyone if you just turn back. We don't want to fight you. We can't risk letting an unknown player into this situation right now. Don't get to make that call. I have business inside, and that's where I'm going. If you want to try and stop me, be my guest. Kill this is already up to full for the day. As long as you stay cool, we can settle this peacefully. Good call. Look like you can handle yourself. Might be able to use you easy money if you're interested. If not, well, that's a different conversation. And what exactly do you want us to do? Iger's tone is neutral, her posture relaxed, but one of her hands casually comes to rest on the butt of her shotgun. Ulrich doesn't seem to notice. Having some trouble with the local mage gang, the Magnificers. They attacked us without warning, took our building, kicked us onto the street. Me and my boys were the rightful protectors of this block. Assholes that screwed us, they got the building buttoned up pretty tight. Can't get in there to make things right, but maybe you can. Get into the building and do some damage to those dreck-eating Magnificers. The arbiters will be willing to pay you 200 nuyen per kill. Bring me back their amulets and you get paid. How does that sound? Could just go ahead and kill him. Yeah, thanks but no thanks. I don't have time to go mage hunting. No help, no access, and I can't guarantee your safety out here in the street. It's your choice. Yeah. Alright, you've convinced me, I'll do it. Yeah, I think that this will work. Iger gives you a small nod. Her hand falls away from the stock of her shotgun. You need anything else? You're ready to go crack some skulls. I did this like the polite way when I played in the past, but this time I guess I won't. Just one more thing, I need to get into the basement. Anything that you can do to help me out? Basement, what could you possibly want to go down there for? Just need to get in. Can you get me in or not? Yeah, I can help you, but it'll cost. Yeah, of course it will. Another Bush League extortionist trying to milk us for cash. You got the wrong idea. I don't need a new friend. What I need is Prometheus's head on a platter. Problem is he's holed up somewhere in the building. We don't know where. Best guess he's hiding somewhere upstairs in a room with no exterior windows. Somewhere, probably someplace close, he stashed the power coupling for the elevator. He pulled it to keep us from getting access to the guns we stashed in the basement. So you find and kill Prometheus, grab the coupling out of his apartment, bring me that stupid amulet he's always wearing so I'll know he's dead. Then I'll give you the control chip we pulled when we had to fall back. Slot them both into the elevator and it'll take you straight to the basement. Got a deal. Just remember, no amulet, no basement. Go on through and show that little prick what it means to screw with the arbiters. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beeferific... what? Beaterific smile? Is that a word? A yellow ID tag pinned to his chest announces his name in large blocky letters. Parson. He nods at you and raises a hand in greeting. Welcome to the hub. Are you here to share in the splendor of communion? If so, I could show you to an empty terminal. What do you do here? I'm the custodian of the hub. Tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of communion. Come back anytime. I think that's like BTL junkies. The man behind the counter looks tired, his lids are heavy and his eyes are bloodshot. Welcome to Carl's General Store. What can I do for you? Yeah, alright. What do you want to know? What's the layout of this place like? On the first floor, that's the hub and my shop. The second floor has mostly been converted into makeshift apartments for people to live in. A gang squats up there, the Magnificers. Dangerous people, stay away from them. Third floor is mostly housing too. Lots of Parsons Communion crazies live up there. The Magnificers squat up there too. Pretty sure their main crib is up there too. Don't know exactly where. Considering the state of the rest of the building, this stairwell looks relatively clean and intact. Bunny power! Okay, that does not do AP damage. Neither does that. Oh, none of them do AP damage. You must be immune to AP attacks. Dusty! Correct. Well, that didn't work. him off with this. One more. Oh, I missed with the super accurate shot. I don't think I've ever hit with that. Feels like I always bloody miss with that thing. Oh. Might as well. He lost about 20 HP. Ah, I just clicked out. Alright, there was nothing else in there. That was just a total waste of time. $96. $96. $96. Okay, hit chance doesn't change. No AP on that. Okay. The mono sword does AP damage and is slightly better than the katana. Although, honestly, I don't really see the difference. Brain offline. Oh. Oh, toasty. I probably should have remembered this. In the face. Did he just break free and start killing his own guy? It's hilarious. Oh man, I actually landed a shot. Oh, glory there, showing why why characters that are generalists suck. Could have probably skipped both of those rooms, but never mind. A high-pitched, creaky voice shrieks out from the intercom. Go away, I won't let any spirits in here. You can't hurt me behind my door, you can't. I'm not a spirit, what are you talking about? It's exactly what a spirit would say, and then I get in here and it eat my eye and suck it right out of my skull. I've seen it happen. Get away from me. Why a spirit? Why would I be using the intercom? I guess I never heard of any spirit using an intercom before. That's a really good point. Are you here to save me? Yes, I'm here to rescue you. Let me in. Alright, I'm gonna let you in, but be cool, okay? I mean that. No funny stuff. Hear a great deal of fumbling on the other side of the door and finally the lock unlatches with a click. Can't believe that worked. Man waiting on the other side of the door is wide-eyed and bedraggled. He looks as though he hasn't eaten in weeks, although there's no flesh in his bones. His beard is long and tangled, his jacket is smeared with grease. He nearly jumps out of his own skin at the sight of you. Who are you? Are you part of the communion? Have you come to take me back? No, please, don't want to go back. It isn't safe, the spirits. It's not safe. Calm down, the no spirits is gone. The hallway is empty. Empty, yes, empty. All is empty without the communion. But safe, you say? It's safe? It's safe. I can return to the communion. I must go now. Yes, communion awaits. Don't you like go down there? Somehow I got the feeling like this is a hole in the floor. Okay, we're out of time anyway. So, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.